A reporter was asking recently, I think from the Chicago Tribune, about advice I would give to an employee who needed to say no. Employees often are constantly in this battle of having to say yes to deadlines and tasks and responsibilities all constantly handed to them. How can they stand up and say no more often when it's not healthy for them or it's not the right thing to do? From an employer perspective, if you're a boss and you want to foster a situation like this where employees can get better at saying no, I think it's more important, say your product, your business has momentum. It's not always, I don't think it's always about the specific things that get done, as it's important that your customers see that you care about your product, you care about them, and you're making some sort of progress. What it is, it often really doesn't matter. We have these train schedules at High Rise where, every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, something is going to get done. I don't care exactly what it is. I mean, we have our priorities, but if an employee gets to a point where it's like, hey, this deadline, this thing is a lot harder than I thought, that's okay. You're not going to work overtime. You're not working weekends. It's okay to say no. We're going to push it off to the next train. So now that your time is free because you can't get it done, what can you do? So we keep a backlog of things people can switch to. Easier things, right? Stuff that can get done in a day, in an hour. And a lot of this is because we want our employees to be happy. Getting a specific project done and making people work, past their limit and pushing them so hard. I mean, maybe it's good for the short term, but that doesn't matter. You're going to burn them out. They're going to leave. It's going to create all this bad will with them, and that bad will is just going to leak into the marketplace anyways. It's not good for them, and it's not going to be good for you. It's also how we hire. We really look for people who can be their own boss, who are comfortable working on their own and with people, but who don't need a boss kind of micromanaging them, dictating what the tasks are. People who are comfortable with taking on that responsibility of kind of talking back to me, telling me as the boss, like, what's important. So from an employee perspective, before you even, get into a job, look for places that are hiring more employees that want to be their own bosses, intrapreneurs, people who are comfortable with, taking on a lot of work and kind of running it themselves. And because those are going to be the environments that are going to be a lot more comfortable getting advice from you on, how you think a project is going to play out. Another thing that I think helps with no back to management is don't create this like binary argument. Create the alternatives like we do with our train schedules. You might be a no on something. No, this can't get done on time. No, you don't like the way this is working out. No, this is just not the right way to do it. But then provide the alternatives. Have a nice, healthy backlog of things you can switch to so that you don't go empty-handed into a conversation in which you have to deliver that kind of bitter pill of no. I hope that helps a little bit. And I hope you dig this channel. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.